Hey there, Virgo. How we doing? This will be your Kabbalistic Tarot card reading for the month of November 2024. Let's get started. I invoke thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel, sent over the operation of the secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. All right, Virgo. As I said, this will be a reading for the month of November. Be using a Tree of Life spread. Be using a little Kabbalah. Be using Thoth Tarot. If you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information to do so should be in the description box. And yeah, we'll see what the universe has in store for you for the month of November 2024. Spirit, what does Virgo need to be made aware of? What should they look out for? How can we best help them out for November 2024? Please and thank you kindly. All right. To any and all watching, thank you whoever has subscribed to subscribing, because you've made my channel. I have over 100 subscribers, and that's really awesome. Something I never really thought was possible, and it's made me very happy and grateful. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I will draw the tree, and then we will climb it together. Okay, that's a little hokey. I'll read it to you. All right. All right. Virgo. Let's see what you got. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And the All. Yeah, the Hierophant. Someone else had the Hierophant up there too. I think it was Aries, maybe. I don't know. Cancer. Thank you. Okay. Wisdom. The Observer. Three of Swords. Understanding. Seven of Wands. Subjective experience. Love. Ten of Wands. Oppression. Power. Root of the power of fire. Ace of Wands. Truth. Eight of Discs. Lord of Prudence. Victory. Eight of Wands. Lord of Swiftness. Splendor is Five of Cups. Disappointments. That is interesting. Okay. Foundation is the Prince of Discs. Air of Earth. Your manifestation, your embodiment is the Empress. And your knowledge is the Fool. All right, thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Virgo, for being here. Cheers. Okay, this is a very curious looking tree, so let's get right into it. Your pure awareness. Source, Keter, Godhead, God's head, like our head. You have the Hierophant, Taurian energy. The Hierophant is spiritual law, is the power of conviction, is the strength of faith, is having a connection to anything greater than you. It could be something as simple as listening to music, getting into a movie, or reading tarot, right? It doesn't have to be religious per se. It's just something that you do in a religious manner or religiously that gives you meaning and purpose, because this encourages you to do something worthwhile with your time and search for meaning. In your pure awareness, I find this very curious. It's either you, this is all you. Maybe you are having a connection to a higher power. By that, I just mean something bigger than the ego. I don't see you necessarily working with a guru, but I see you connecting to something greater. All right. Your awareness is expanding, and this is good. This is a good thing. Okay. So that expands out, hot expansive force, into wisdom. The observer, Three of Swords, Lord of Sorrow. This is a sobering, somewhat painful, and necessary insights. You can't handle the truth, right? Remember that? That's kind of what this card says. You can't handle the truth, so you're probably in denial about it. When we human beings hear something that is so devastating and so, yeah, it's just like what are you talking about? No, that's not true. I'm not an asshole. What are you this guy? This fucking guy. But maybe I am an asshole, right? It's possible. And this is something that is painful. You need to you don't need to do anything, of course, but the card says that there's a time to grieve and process a difficult situation. Also, perhaps you recognize some kind of inner conflict. And if you do, it means you have the ability to heal it, right? Especially with this in your wisdom, in the realm of, in the universe, or in the world, in the world of emanation, right? Where we just have ideas, concepts, the fuel tank of the soul. Your wisdom is telling you to recognize something painful, and you don't want to, but you want to. you do, because you want these swords. You want the distance and difference from you, from your ego and another ego, to be not so painful. If that makes any sense. Perhaps this Hierophant is causing you to feel sad. And that's a very simplistic, but it's kind of what I see here. It's like you want to join the club. It's like that, oh my God, it's like that Futurama where Bender wants to become one of the, I can't think of the name, Harlem Globetrotters. In the back, thank you, Harlem Globetrotters, Jesus. And the guy's like, do you really have what it takes, Bender? He's like, yes. It's like, do you really? It's like, no. And it gets really sad. But he had to go to that place to find that. No, he really wanted to, but no. But this is the beginning of the reading, and so that's what we see so far. There's pain, it's unwelcome, but if you look at it, you will start to heal it. You need to feel it to heal it. All right, Virgo? That hot expansive force in the world of emanation turns into cool consolidating form, also known as understanding. The observed, we need to understand, is the Seven of Wands, Lord of Valor. And what this card says is that I don't care how many forces are up against me, right? I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it. And since I'm going to do it with so much passion, with so much vigor, I'm probably going to win. I'm probably going to get what I want. That speaks to a specific or unique desire. It says not to give up on something just yet, but also don't give up, don't put in too much energy to something that's just meaningless, right? If something's over, right? Don't put too much energy into it. Cool consolidated form. Yeah, I see more denial here. Because this is a card, as I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to do it anyway. Play the concourse. Okay. Yeah. You're upset about something here. Maybe you don't want to acknowledge it. Maybe you want to be a perfectionist. And you go ahead and you do it anyway. What it is you're doing, I have no idea. And it doesn't really matter. Because you know what it is. I'm just here to bring the awareness of the cards, of the energy that they bring. Yeah. And these two cards are just the first card thinking about them, thinking about itself. So, yeah, maybe you're... Again, I keep trying to guess what your exact situation is, and I need to not do that because, as I said, it doesn't matter. You're inspired, you're in pain, but you're going to carry on anyway. Let's move into the world of creation. Subjective experience, hot expansive force, love, Ten of Wands, Lord of Oppression. This says to recognize your limits and to act responsibly, right? Has a problem with authority. Also speaks of success, fortune, gain, and the burden that comes with it. It's too many wands. Too many responsibilities made to too many people. Could also be lying, slander, malice. I don't really see that supported by anything else on the tree. Yeah, you might be doing too much, Virgo. And you might be making some self-sacrifices. This is a card of sacrifice for others. This is Jupiter, which is your greater benefactor. This is what generates your faith, and you are getting your faith from doing things. A lot of things, too many things. Perhaps generated from a feeling of sorrow and not wanting to deal with it, right? This is the hot pillar of expansion. This comes from this. Okay? Sooner you deal with whatever this is, sooner you can drop all these wands. And relax. And start over. Cool consolidated form in the world of creation, aka power. Root of power of fire, the Ace of Wands. This is what comes after the 10, right? Because the 10s are too much and you have to stop and say, this is too much. This is too much of a workload. These are too many things, edges in time and space. These are too many things to do. I'm going to push them off and I'm going to start anew. All right? Phil, Sarah, and Chase, you take some of these wands. You take them. And I'm gonna start anew, okay? That's your power. It's also your challenge because you don't want to let go of these wands. Why? Because you are Virgo. You want to do it all by yourself and you want to do it perfectly, even though you're in a lot of pain and you're putting your all into everything and you are in a state of inspiration, holy inspiration, okay? But you're gonna drop these wands. You are. Or you won't, but that's your challenge and it's also your power. Okay? Starting anew. This is the paperwork that says you can start anew and get some new wands and do the whole thing over again. This is potential. This is creation. This is invention. This is origin, principle, beginnings. It warns against hot-headedness, impatience, and arrogance. But it's a hopeful new development. And it's a creative opportunity for self-growth. Could be a new attraction, a new idea, an electrifying idea. It's Mars, and it has to do with survival and adrenaline and all that good stuff. You want to start over. You may not feel like you want to start over. You may feel like you want to do the thing you're doing very perfectly and get it done, even if it takes all that you got. But in the world of creation, you want to start over and create anew. That's what I'm saying here, at least. Let's continue to your truth, your mild expansion in the world of creation. Go by the sun. You have the sun in Virgo. Mm-hmm. 8 of discs. This says to use your intelligence and apply it to nature, to grow something or to plant something, I should, and not interfere with it too much, right? Just let it grow on its own. It also has to do with putting in the work every day, repetition, hard work, to build something beautiful. And that thing could be, again, a business, a relationship, or whatever, anything, okay? Yeah. Once you get this, once you drop those 10 wands and get this, you can create this. And what is this? This is change. Discs are change. Anything changed. And it looks like you could use some change, Virgo. Certainly does. Might be a little high strung in the month of November. All right. Let's move into the world of formation. Things start to become a little bit more clear. High expansive force. You're at victory. 8 of Wands. Mercury in Sagittarius. This is setting out for new inner horizons by overcoming old thought patterns, right? Finding different ways. And look, this was created from this. This is too much. I can't do this. Knock this out. I need to find a new way. That's my victory. That's your victory, Virgo. It encourages you to be open to new insights and to take immediate action. Right? It's electricity, it's texting, it's motion, it's doing things on the move. And in doing those things, you get ideas, right? See how it's feeding it? Mercury. This is Mercury. Mercury is your rulership. You're going to get along great with this card. Now it's in Venus. Venus is relationships, values, and balance. Some people you may need to drop, or some people you need to bring into your circle, perhaps. What else? A real live wire. Well, that's obvious here. Hope, courage, means. Smart choices made around your goals. Virgo, smart choices. Don't work hard. Don't work hard. Work smart. Right. Now, cool consolidated form from that hot force in the world of formation. Your splendor. Your rulership. It's 5 of Cups. A lot of disappointments. This is a loss of pleasure, change in desire, disillusionments, things becoming clear. 5s are the toughest of any suit. Why? Don't know. Doesn't matter. I mean, it probably does, but they are what they are. I see this being your splendor in a way that's, it kind of goes like this, Virgo. Things aren't going my way, no matter how hard I try. right? This is your love. This is you putting everything you have into making things go your way. And you realize it's not working. And again, remember, this is birthed from this sorrow. Again, you know what it is. I don't know what it is. But you know what that sorrow is. So you put your all into the oppression. You're oppressing yourself, basically. And that doesn't work. And then you get these ideas. Right? Smart choices made around your goals. And there's going to be some kind of letting go, right? And starting over. This births this. Shit. Okay, I'll start over, but shit. I really wanted this to work out. I didn't want to have to face this truth, this sorrow. I really thought I could do this. Because I am changing. And you are. There's so much energy here, Virgo. But once you start over, once you accept the fact that it serves you best to do so, it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be a wake-up call. This encourages you to have realistic expectations. And those expectations are going to be disappointing. But it's also in your splendor. Splendor is a nice vision. It's taking back and saying, wow. You're taking it back and you're taking a step back and saying, wow, this really sucks. But in doing that, maybe we can finally address this. There's a mean duo right here. But I see you getting here, being able to help with this. That's what I see here. And that's why I see it as your splendor, as your way. Because the tough times, they come. But you know what they say, it's what we do after that matters, right, Virgo? It's what we do after that matters. The fact that you can just accept this disappointment speaks volumes. Okay? Means you can be honest with yourself. Yeah. All right. Mild expansion in the world formation. You have this Prince of Discs. This is your foundation. This is what all the rest of the tree is built upon. Now this guy or girl is someone who is steadfast, who is steady, who is very good with financial matters, and is capable, right? It's got all those grapes in his back there, and it's Aries and Taurus energy, and it's just kind of going around and getting things and acquiring stuff. And that's a very simplistic way to see the Prince of Discs, but that's kind of how I see him sometimes, or her. But of course, that's not the whole story. It never is. You are doing here is taking a pivot. You're taking a pivot. Now, when you let go of these wands and oppression, that's the pivot. And you grab onto that Ace of Wands. Now the pivot, again, it doesn't really matter what it is. I'm just giving out some examples. It could be ending a relationship, quitting a job, moving away, something that is a fresh start. Starting a business, doesn't matter. See the Taurus here? See the bull? It can pivot, right? It can pivot, it can move. He's very resourceful. 4 of Wands, 5 of Discs to the 6 of Discs. He or she is complete. He or she knows how to get through struggles and tough times and move on to success. That's what this whole thing is about for you in November. Moving on from the past and moving towards success. Building something new and beautiful. This is your truth. This is your foundation. Now, what you manifest and what you embody in the world of manifestation is the Empress, right? Illuminating intelligence. She is what connects the observer to the observed. She's mom. She takes care of people. She takes care of everyone. She also takes care of herself very well. She's beauty. She's care. She's family love, delights. She warns against rampant growth and missing out on opportunities. She also encourages you to trust life's power for growth. She's telling me to tell you to trust in yourself, to believe in yourself as any mother would, and to love yourself as such in this time of transition. And don't overindulge in anything. You'll know when to act, and when you do it. Easy does it, but do it. This also speaks of fertility. Maybe you got someone pregnant, and that started this whole thing. I don't know. Again, it doesn't really matter what the thing is, at least not to me. What matters, the thing matters to you. What matters to me is bringing you the message of the cards. And the message here is, baby, take care of yourself, of your family, of what's yours in this time, in November. Take care of it, as any mother would, right? If you want the knowledge, keep watching. If you don't want the knowledge, I thank you for sticking with me thus far, okay? Your knowledge is the Fool. The Fool is a new beginning. This is all about new beginnings. So it doesn't surprise me. Now, the Hierophant, right, might have these two, they're a little bit opposing each other, right? Hierophant is nice and like, we should do it this way, and I know what to do, and the Fool is just like, I just have to do this, right? So you may have to make a choice. Or these two could be switching up for you, right? I need to be like this. No, I need to take a chance. I'm not sure how it will turn out for you exactly, but you know what this is. Again, I don't know what this is to you, but you know what this is. The Fool is just not doing something and not really giving a fuck what happens, because you know you have to do it, because you are pure consciousness becoming, right? You're becoming aware of something, and maybe you have to take a leap of faith in some way. Again, I don't know what it is, but you do. Virgo, you're going through a lot here. There's a lot of humility here, and that's a beautiful thing. All right? If there was no such thing as humility, we wouldn't have pride. And if we didn't have pride, we wouldn't have shame. And the whole thing just goes around. You're trying your best here, and then you're realizing that that may not work, and that's okay. There are other ways to do things. And change is okay. Change is beautiful. Change is the most beautiful card you have here. My estimation, for what it's worth to you. Virgo, if you like the video, please like the video. If you'd like to see more of these in the future, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take great care. Much love. Bye-bye.